Cedar Rapids Prairie and Mississippi Valley Conference basketball. And George Jones, we have a dandy tonight. Mississippi Valley League leader Linn-Mar and our Cedar Rapids Prairie Hawks. Linn-Mar coming in here with a 10-2 record, Prairie 9-3. George, something's got to give tonight.
Oh, I know it. It's just like the football season. Something gave that night. It happened to be the Prairie Hawks. Maybe this is the old night we'll even up the score.
Well, I'll tell you, it's been tough for Prairie at Linn-Mar, and it's been tough for Linn-Mar at Prairie. And both of these teams, this should be a knockdown drag-out. Got to get athletic director Bob Jennings in here for just a minute. Mr. Bob Jennings, what a ball game this is going to be tonight.
A good one. I think it's going to be determined if Prairie can stay in the ball game up to halftime. We're going to win this ball game. We just can't afford to get behind a good team like Linn-Mar early. But if they're in there close, we'll win this ball game.
Detbarn with the basketball now to number 33 on the baseline. Coming across. Detbarn working down low, picked down. Big number 55, big move, won't go. Rebound, Linn-Mar with pick. That's Gilchrist, Detbarn. Detbarn coming across the middle now. Back to number 23, Corey Gilchrist. That's pick, number 55. There's the shot, downtown, won't go. Rebound. Justin Hopper, number 14, gets the ball to Taranis. Taranis to Schlesselman and back to Taranis. Just underway here at the Hawks' Nest. Jason Furler with the basketball now for the Hawks. Coming down to the corner, looking, trying to make the interior feed, can't get it in there. Taranis, Schlesselman, back to Taranis now, and the Hawks will start again. 7:05 to go, first period. Brad Schlesselman with the basketball now. Kleppe down low, looking for him, can't get it to him. Furler, now to Klepp, there's a pass. There's a shot by Schlesselman, it's good! Cedar Rapids Prairie in the column here first. And that makes the score Hawks 2, Lions nothing. Linn-Mar with the basketball now, Corey Gilchrist. Back to number 13, that's Brad Dassow. Dassow, Gilchrist, there's a pass, Detbarn. Number 45 putting it up, no good for Sean Rice, the 6'6 sophomore. Rice again, looking. Shot no good by Garrett Pick, the 6'6 senior. And the Hawks will have it. That's the shot, good! Schlesselman on fire here for the Hawks early, 4-0. Cedar Rapids Prairie. Nice pass. There's Gilchrist, won't go. Rebound, Cedar Rapids Prairie with Taranis. Troy Taranis with the basketball for the Hawks. To Jason Furler, now to Justin Hopper, ball knocked away, will belong to the Prairie Hawks. George Jones.
Looks like Linn-Mar's got a little bit of a lid on that basket. They're taking some good shots, they're just not dropping. They will.
Okay, that's Furler with the basketball. Setting up, Linn-Mar 1-3-1. That's Kleppe. Kleppe, one dribble, looking, gets it to Schlesselman now, and now back to Justin Hopper. Top of the circle, that's Taranis. Taranis looking down low, gets it to Schlesselman, back to Taranis. Taranis leaves it for Hopper on the baseline. Trying to go underneath, there's Kleppe, shot is up, no good. Foul's going to be called on number 45, Sean Rice, the sophomore. His first personal foul and the first foul of the ball game for the Lions. You're watching Cox Cable Channel 26, voice of the Cedar Rapids Prairie Hawks here in Eastern Iowa. George Jones, it doesn't get any better than this.
Well, that's right, Mississippi Valley basketball. I think it's just like the Big Ten, you know. At any given night, somebody can get beat by one of the worst teams.
Kleppe is giving the Hawks their 5th point of the night. Checking in now for Linn-Mar, number 43, Trent Daubenmeyer, a 6'3" junior. Sitting down will be the sophomore, Sean Rice. Shot will be up for Kleppe, won't go. Rebound inside, nice job by the Hawks. And getting it on now to Furler. Furler, nice pass, Kleppe, square, shot, no good. And Linn-Mar out with it now on the fast on the break. Gilchrist coming across, that's Detbarn, back to Gilchrist, working down low to Daubenmeyer. Back, shot is up, no good, and we're going to get a foul called on Cedar Rapids Prairie. Mike Kleppe, number 50, the 6'6" sophomore center for the Hawks. Gilchrist will shoot here. Corey, a 6'1" senior for Linn-Mar. Shot is up, right in there, and Linn-Mar is on the board. George Jones with their first point of the evening. Second free throw will be forthcoming here. Gilchrist free throw, right in there, 5-2, Cedar Rapids Prairie now. Hawks with Furler. There's Kleppe, the sophomore, gets it ahead. That's Taranis. Back to Jason Furler. Furler, top of the circle, going to set it up for the Hawks. Comes this way to the near side. Back the other way. Nice pass. There's a shot. Taranis right in there for the Hawks. Detbarn to Gilchrist. Now to number 25, Matt Koosman, the All-State wide receiver. And the shot, good. Garrett Pick, the senior. 6'6" senior, gives Linn-Mar their fourth point. Okay, Hawks, that's Kleppe. Shot good. Right in there by Mike Kleppe. 9-4, Cedar Rapids Prairie. Detbarn, that's Gilchrist. Feed off to Garrett Pick. Shot is up. Won't go. Battle for the ball underneath. Loose. And the Hawks with Taranis on a break, 2-on-2. Taranis will hold it up. Nice pass to Schlesselman. Holy cow, George Jones. What a pass by Taranis.
And I'll tell you what, those big kids at Prairies are just gliding out there. I don't know how they move around so darn good for as big as they are.
They're smooth. Swift like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Okay, 25. That's Matt Koosman now. Koosman getting it back to Gilchrist. Looking for Pick, the 6'6" senior. And now back to the top of the circle, Detbarn, the senior quarterback of the Linn-Mar Lion offense last year in football. There's a pass, gets it on the far side. Shot is good. Matt Koosman hits the basket. Linn-Mar with their 6 point. Hawks up by 5. That's Taranis. Won't go. Weak side rebound. Koosman with the ball for Linn-Mar. And now, Linn-Mar, racehorse basketball. The feed, the shot. Daubenmeier hits. And Daubenmeier makes it 11-8 ball game. Jason Furler, Justin Hupper with the ball in the backcourt for the Hawks. And now to the top of the circle, Taranis. Taranis looking. Far side, Justin Hupper. Hupper back to Fuller. Fuller leaves it for Kleppe. Shot is up. No good. By Schlesselman. Battle for the rebound. Linn-Mar has the ball with Gilchrist and Detbarn. Detbarn brings it down. Going to move all the way in. Shot is up. No good. Rebound Schlesselman. That's Furler. Furler, far side now. Leaves it for Justin Hupper. And now to Taranis, top of the circle. Taranis to Hupper. Hupper working here against Matt Koosman. And Furler looking. There's a ball to Schlesselman. Kleppe, nice defensive play by number 43, Daubenmeier. Offensively gives Linn-Mar their 8th point, and then the steal at the other end. That's Koosman. Garrett Pick charges into Kleppe, and they're calling Kleppe with a foul. As Steve Doherty checking back in, the 6'4" senior replacing Justin Hupper. And Kleppe, I'm not sure on that foul, George Jones.
Well, I'm not either, you know, and we're going to have to use a lot of people, both Linn-Mar and this is a racehorse ball game, and I hope whoever's got the biggest bench might just take this ball game home.
Casey Lane checking in for the Prairie Hawks, now number 10, a 6-foot senior guard. And here comes Sean Rice back in. Going to replace Garrett Pick, the other big man for Linn-Mar. Daubenmeier, Koosman also out there along with Corey Gilchrist. Here's the inbound pass by number 13. That's Brad Dassow. Koosman. That's Gilchrist. Squares. Shot. No good. Rebound Steve Doherty for Cedar Rapids Prairie. And now to Taranis and Furler. Getting it down to Casey Lane. Lane looking. Gets it down low. The ball belonged to Linn-Mar. 11-8 ball game. 2:01 to go here. First period. Okay, Linn-Mar with the basketball. Koosman has the shot, won't take it. Dassow tipped away by Taranis, controlled by Linn-Mar. Dassow back to Koosman. Koosman to Dassow, looking for Sean Rice. Can't get it to him. There it is now to him. There's a shot. No charging foul call. Doherty has it for Cedar Rapids Prairie, and now to Furler. Hawks with 1:32 to go, George Jones. 11-8 ball game. Doherty leaves it short. Ball tip. Koosman He'll bring it down, going to shoot it. No good. Rebound, Troy Taranis for Prairie. Back to Furler. Jason working the ball up now against Kosman. Gets it to Casey Lane. Lane looking, leaves it for Furler. Furler and Lane give Prairie 2 point guards in there at the moment. And another turnover by Lane, and the ball will belong to Cedar Rapids Prairie as Huffer getting ready to come back in. There's Kosman, 3-point shot, right in there. And George Jones, this game is everything everybody said it would be. All tied up, 11-11 with 50 seconds to go, first period.
And a good much of the game is being played well above the rim. I'll tell you, these big kids can also jump.
Linn-Mar a chance to take the lead here with 38 seconds to go here in the first period. Coach Steve Kaler's crew really playing well here. That's Kosman. Kosman, long shot, won't, it's in there. 3-point goal by Corey Gilchrist. 14-11 now. That's just Jason Furler with the basketball now. Furler looking, there's the ball down low. That's Taranis. Stripped, and Linn-Mar's got the ball, and a foul. Taranis will go to the line. Foul on is going to be on number 45. That would be Sean Rice. And here comes number 55, Garrett Pick, back in the game for Linn-Mar, replacing Sean Rice. Intercepted by Linn-Mar again, stolen by Casey Lane. Mika Doherty. Steve Doherty with the interception, and intercepted right back. There's a baseball throw. No good. And that's it for the first period. Linn-Mar 14, Cedar Rapids Prairie 11. George Jones, quite a ball game here.
Well, I tell you, it is. You know, and it looks like only 2 fouls have been called in the first quarter, 1 on each team. That's amazing, the way these big kids are up and down, crashing around a little bit, but they're just a well-played ball game so far.
This is going to be a whale of a game. Can't wait here for the second period to start. The score, Linn-Mar 14, Cedar Rapids Prairie 11. We'll be back in just one moment. Okay, back to action here in the second period. The Hawks will have the ball on the alternate possession. Jason Furler for the Hawks, the junior point guard. Number 12 works to Doherty on the far side, and now back to the top of the circle. This side to Justin Hupper. Okay, with the basketball now, Troy Taranis trying to go baseline, and Linn-Mar's done a great job defensively on him. There's Doherty in the lane. Shot is up. Good. Steve Doherty gets Prairie off and running here in the second quarter. Hawks first blood in the first period, also here in the second period. Trail Linn-Mar by 1. 3-point goal, no good. There's Pick. Nicely defended by Schlesselman. Furler, Doherty. And now this side to Justin Hupper. Hupper with an interior pass, and we're going to get a foul call. Probably Kyle Detbarn, number 33. And that's Detbarn's first personal foul, George.
And it's amazing the way these Hawks are still able to penetrate that middle. I'll tell you, there's some big bodies in there, but that ball just wound right through them.
No question about it. Hawks have the ball under their offensive board. Outside, Furler won't go. Rebound, Kosman for Linn-Mar with 7:10 to go here. Before intermission, Kosman with a basketball, gets it to Dassel. Down low, that's Daubenmeyer. Basket, shot is good. Basket will count, 16-13 Linn-Mar. Jason Furler and Justin Hupper. That's Schlesselman. There's a shot out of the corner. Doherty hits it. That ball good for 2, 16-15 Linn-Mar. And it's good to see Steve Doherty hitting those long side jumpers.
Well, you can remember him last year. He was a real pure shooter. He'll start dropping them again.
Okay, Linn-Mar, Daubenmeyer coming in, leaves it for Furler. Furler coming up with the ball now with a rebound, 6:32, 16-15 Linn-Mar. Doherty, 3-point shot, won't go, rattle for the rebound. Will come to Linn-Mar with Gilchrist. There's the shot up, won't go, rebound for Tosman. Hawks with the ball off and running. That's Doherty, the shot is up, good. Nice play by Steve Doherty.
Well, in the words of a well-known broadcaster, that was a finalizer, Paul.
No question about it, George. Foul going to be called on Justin Hupper. Kleppy's back coming in, and Kleppy will replace Schlesselman for the Hawks. Also, Casey Lane getting ready to come back for Prairie. Linn-Mar lineup: Corey Gilchrist, number 23. 13 is Brad Dassow. 33 is Kyle Detbarn. 43, Trent Daubenmeyer. 55, Garrett Pick for the Lions. Hawks with Justin Hupper. Number 14, number 10, Casey Lane. 50, Mike Kleppe. 24, Steve Doherty. 32, Troy Taranis. And dropping the ball on the floor, we're going to get a foul. We are Justin Hupper, the junior wing guard for the Hawks.
I'll tell you, the officials are doing a great job so far. This game is so fast and so quick. I can see how easy it would be to miss a call.
Okay, Linn-Mar with the basketball now. There's a ball on the far side coming in. That's going to be Gilchrist. Won't go. Rebounding high, Taranis. 5:45 to go here. 17-16, Cedar Rapids Prairie. That's Lane baseline, and he's going to be fouled down there. They're going to call that one on Daubenmeyer, number 43. Checking back in as Garrett make that Sean Rice, as Dasso sits down along with Daubenmeyer. Kosman back in, also for Linn-Mar. 5:40 to go. Casey Lane with the basketball, gets it to Kleppe. That's Justin Hupper. The shot is up. Good by Hupper. 3-point goal makes it 20-16. Justin Hupper, the junior, starting to light him up on the perimeter now for the Hawks. And that's Kosman and Detbarn on the perimeter for Linn-Mar. Looking down low. Shot is up. No good for Daubenmeyer. Or make that Sean Rice. Hawks with Hupper now, top of the circle. Justin works it down the far side. That's Doherty looking, gets rid of it. Taranis, big move inside. Shot is good. Basket counts. And the foul's going to be called on Kyle Detbarn, and that'll be his second foul.
Well, you know, Paul, just like football, a little pass and attack in football always loosens it up in the middle, and that's just going to happen to that 3-point play. We can hit a few of those. That's going to loosen that up for Kleppe and the big boys inside.
Well, you know what Coach Bob Jennings said? He said if the Hawks could just stay in here in the first 16 minutes and take a lead to halftime, he says he thinks they can win it. Taranis hits a free throw, completing the 3-point play. Hawks up 7, 23-16. With a basketball now, that's Kyle Detbarn, quarterback of the football team. Coming down here, that's Kosman, wide receiver, All-State. Back on the far side, that's Sean Rice. Nice pass to Pick, and Pick shot is up, no good. And he walks, and the ball belongs to the Hawks. A chance, George Jones, to extend this lead to 9 points.
Well, and I'm sure they're going to take advantage of that, Paul. You know, with all the flu bug going around, I don't know that it doesn't look like too many of these kids are being affected by it.
Schlesselman back in. Toronto's going to sit down and take his first break now as Kleppe with a dribble, looking, trying to get it to Hupper. Does. Hupper, far side of Doherty. Doherty to Casey Lane. Casey looking, gets it to Kleppe. Kleppe back to Hupper. Hupper, top of the circle. Looking inside. Now can bring it back to Doherty. Doherty to Kleppe. Kleppe now to Schlesselman. One dribble, gets it around. Shot is up. Oh, what a nice play, George Jones. Wasn't that pretty?
I'll tell you, that Schlesselman has gotten so good this year. He's just smooth as a cat.
Okay, Schlesselman trying to save it. Can't do it. Okay, Linn-Mar with Kosman from 3-point range. No good. Rebound to Kleppe, and now to Justin Hupper running the point here with Fuller sitting down. Hupper to Doherty. Doherty to Kleppe down here now. And now back. There it is. Kleppe with the ball now. Nice pass. Going to be intercepted down there nicely. Nice defensive job there by Linn-Mar with Kyle Detbarn on the interception. Pass knocked away nicely by Doherty. Hawks on the break, 2-on-2 with Hupper. Hupper looking. Gets it to Kleppe. That's Casey Lane. Won't go. And rebounding for Linn-Mar. Kosman. Kosman with 3:25 to go here, second period. And what do we got? Timeout. Linn-Mar High School and George Jones. This game is everything that we thought it would be.
Well, and that's right. And when you're playing for the Mississippi Valley Championship lead, that's the way it should be.
We'll go through these two lineups here during this timeout break. Jeff Supel, Brad Dassow, Chris Heacock, Tony Young, Corey Gilchrist, Matt Kosman, John Sefton, Kyle Detbarn, Andrew Wall, Kent Oakes, Trent Daubenmeyer, Sean Rice, Colin Pick, Chris Edward, Garrett Pick, Scott Stutt and Scott McMahon, the roster for Linn-Mar for the Prairie Hawks. Aaron Vlecko, Casey Lane, Jason Furler, Justin Hupper, Chris Bowersox, Rick Bergen, Steve Doherty, Keith Kleppe, Troy Taranis, Trent Mitchell, Brad Schlesselman, Pat Weldon, Greg Canning, Mike Kleppe, Sean Novy, Jonas Everett, J.J. Garrels, Phil Gruel, Gary Mance, and Jeff Morris for the Cedar Rapids Prairie Hawk roster. 3:21 to go here. Linn-Mar will start again. There's the perimeter show with Detbarn, Corey Gilchrist. Now Kosman will going to put it up, and he hits it. Another three-point goal for Kosman.
When you just give him a little bit of breathing room, and that baby's going down.
Hawks by 6 here. Justin Hupper is back in the game, along with Jason Furler. Make Jason Furler back in the ball game, replacing Justin Hupper. Nice move by Furler. Basket counts. And let's see who the foul is going to be called on. It's going to be on 6'6" Garrett Pick, and that's his first foul. And I'll tell you, George, great to see a 5'7" point guard going up against a guy almost a foot taller than himself.
Well, you know, you have to remember that little guy from Ohio State that got severely hurt against Iowa. He had about the same disadvantage, but what a gutty player he was.
Furler getting his first 2 points, a chance to make it a three-point play. Right in there for Jason Furler. 28-19 for the Hawks. That offsets the Kosman three-point goal. Linn-Mar still 9 in arrears now. 2:51 to go. There's a pass at an eighth, and that's going to be easy for Peck. And a no, they're going to call the travel. And the Hawks will have the ball.
And the referees are really letting them play in there. They're doing some bumping and shoving, but they're not calling every little ticky-tack, that's for sure.
28-19, Hawks a chance to go up by 10. On the perimeter now, that's Kleppe. Kleppe working to Furler. Furler down low, that's Schlesselman, going to put up the shot. And boy, is Brad Schlesselman. He's just he's a scoring machine from 8 feet.
Scoring machine, he just likes to burn the rope, and he's doing a great job of it.
And Schlesselman forces that turnover as Furler leaves it for, on the far side there, for Vlecko. There's a nice move by Furler, won't go. Rebound. And lost off of Schlesselman. The ball will belong to Linn-Mar. George Jones Hawks up by 11 here.
And that's just about the first miscue that Schlesselman's had. I think he's played a perfect game so far, Paul.
Garrett Pick is sitting down now. Sean Rice, the sophomore, back for Linn-Mar, along with Daubenmeyer. Gilchrist is out there, as is Kosman, and Kyle Detbarn, number 33, going to run the point. Detbarn leaves it for Gilchrist. Looking for Daubenmeyer, can't get it to him, and now he'll come this way. And Detbarn looking, feeds it to Gilchrist. Baseline, Daubenmeyer trying to force it, can't get it. Shot is up, no good by Kyle Detbarn. The ball will belong to Taranis. To Furler. Furler, long pass. Oh, look at Schlesselman go up. Saves it for Vlecko. Vlecko shot won't go, and the rebound, a foul's going to be called. It's going to be on Taranis, his first foul. Here comes Doherty in. Vlecko going to sit down for the Hawks.
It's great to see Coach Threesen putting in a lot of players. I'll tell you, when that fourth quarter comes, he's going to be darn glad he did.
No question about it. Coach Denny Thiessen for the Prairie Hawks. New boys varsity basketball coach. His wife Joanne, his philosophy in over 15 years as men's basketball coach. Success of creating programs with emphasis team success through individual leadership and motivation. Offering a coaching philosophy which combines athletic accomplishment and training with academic goals. Coached the 1986 Class 4A Boys State Basketball Championship team at Bettendorf High School.
Coach, I'll bet you he doesn't get any more excited at a championship game than he does a game like this. I've never seen a guy so cool on the bench. He just sits there, talks into that little squawk box of his. What a cool cat.
It really is, George. 1:35 to go. That's Furler. Furler going to go to Kleppe, and the Hawks will set it up with 1.5 minutes to go here before intermission. Taranis. That's Furler. Furler will have the ball on top of the circle. Hawks up 9. Nice move by Furler. Gets it back now to Doherty. Doherty, a nice move inside. And I'll tell you, Doherty's on fire. Has he missed tonight? With the basketball now, that's number 33, Kyle Detbarn for Linn-Mar. Nice pass at an eighth. And a nice move by Gary Gilchrist that time on the give and go. And the Hawks will turn it over. Linn-Mar will have the ball with 56 seconds. And 9 points in arrears as Justin Hupper will check in. Kleppe will sit down.
what a fast-paced game. You know, that ball came whipping down there. Our guy just couldn't get spun around good enough.
Okay, Linn-Mar with number 15 in there now. That would be Chris Eacock for Linn-Mar. Eacock, a junior, working low now to Heath. There's a shot, no good. Furler has it knocked away by Eacock, but controls it now. The Hawks on the counterattack. Chance to go up 11 now. That's Hopper to Furler, the junior guards to Doherty. Doherty, that's Torontis trying to get it inside. He's going to be fouled. And it's on Daubenmeyer, his first foul, George Jones. 5 fouls each here in the first half. Torontis at the line, a chance to extend a 9-point Prairie advantage. No good. It was a 2-shot foul. 24 seconds to go here. 51 in for Linn-Mar would be Colin Pick, Garrett's brother. And the two big Pick boys are in there now, Colin the junior and Garrett the senior. So Mr. and Mrs. Pick have to be awful proud out there right now.
Well, and they've been feeding them some pretty good potatoes and gravy, too.
No question about it.
Pretty healthy-looking boys.
Yes, they are. 33-23, Hawks up 10 as Torontis converts a free throw. Kosman, that's Gilchrist. Gilchrist to Kosman, going baseline. And a foul call on Justin Hupper, his second personal foul. 10 seconds to go. Here comes Casey Lane in the ballgame. Make that 3 fouls on Justin Hupper.
That Kuzman is very, very quick. He caused that foul on Hupper, just with his speed.
33-23 now. Here's the shot. Kosman right in there with it. 33-24.
You'd have to think somebody else is going to get the chore of guarding him after the second half, Paul.
I'm not sure that they'll talk about that at the half. 33-25, 10 seconds to go. This ought to be the last possession here of the first half. Furler coming down. Takes it in the same 5 seconds. Somebody's got to shoot it. Doherty's going to let fly. Oh, that's big. George Jones. Oh, is that big? I'll tell you, George. That is so important what happened there. A big 3-point goal. Hawks up 36-25 here at the half. And I'll tell you, that is so demoralizing to a visiting team.
Oh, it is. It sure makes the halftime go quicker in the locker room. What a lift in spirits.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll sign off here. The score, Cedar Rapids Prairie 36, Linn-Mar 25. Back to action here in the second half. First place, no, Hawks got the rebound, up 11, 36-25. That's Furler, that's Doherty, down low, rejected by Garrett Pick. Nice defensive play by the 6'6 senior for Linn-Mar. Hawks will inbound with Schlesselman underneath their own offensive boards. That's Torontis, nice move in the middle, nice slide, that's 2 more. Hawks with first blood here in the second half, George, and a 13-point lead against Linn-Mar. That's Detbarn. Detbarn leaves it for Kosman. Kosman coming across. And now to Gilchrist, back to Kosman. Kosman with heavy heat from Doherty. Detbarn back to Kosman, and now back to Detbarn. Nice interior feed. Big move by Daubenmeyer. And a foul's going to be called on Brad Schlesselman. And George Jones, that's only his first personal foul. He had a heck of just a dandy first half.
Well, like we were talking down at halftime, Paul, these referees are doing a phenomenal job. They're letting the boys play in there, and they're not calling every little ticky-tack, and that's great. You know, that keeps the ball game moving along real well.
No question about it, George. Linn-Mar at the line, the junior. Shot is up. Right in there for Trent.
Looks like Doherty got the job on Kuzma. He's been in Kuzma's face since the beginning of the second half here.
Linn-Mar cuts the Prairie advantage to 11. And now Linn-Mar with their trap press. And the Hawks breaking it now as Doherty will bring it down all the way in. There's a shot. Won't go, and we're going to get a foul call. It's going to be on Pick. Garrett doesn't know quite what to think of that one. That's his second foul. George, it was just a week ago tonight. I was out in the Bay Area of California. Doherty's free throw right in there. Had a chance to watch San Mateo Serra High School play Archbishop Mitty High School of San Jose, and I'll tell you this, that's an area of 5 million people, but I wouldn't trade the Cedar Rapids metro area basketball for this. I mean, it's a lot better here.
That's interesting to hear you say that, Paul. I've heard those names before, and there's a lot of kids come out of there that go into college ball, I'm sure, but you think we're playing right up to their par, huh?
I think so. I think the coaching in this metro area, I think the playing in the metro area was better than what I saw out there. And I saw probably, it was a Catholic League game between Archbishop Mitty and Serra High School, and they're both two of the best teams in Northern California, so I felt I saw two of the best. And of course, one of the ball players in that team, Jay Webb, will be a Hawkeye.
Well, that was a great opportunity to be out there, Paul. Were you on business?
Oh, I tell you, George, we're always on business.
Well, you know, sometimes I worry about you when you go on an airplane. You know, you never know what might happen.
Tell you what, the mountains are beautiful.
Mountains are beautiful.
Okay, that's Jason Furler. Nice defensive play that time by Detbarn, going 10 rows up to try to get it. Doherty's got the ball for the Hawks. Feeds it off to Schlesselman. Schlesselman top of the circle. That's Furler. Furler to far side. Taranis. And Taranis goes down. Nothing called. Shot is no good. Hawks up 13 as Gilchrist working Kosman. That's Detbarn along the baseline. And we're going to get a foul called. It's going to be on Kleppe. And Mike didn't get himself established. That's his third foul. And here comes Hupper back in the ballgame for the Hawkeyes.
A few more calls being called, but you know, Paul, the kids get a little bit tired. You know, they just can't react quite as quick as they did in the first half, and that's understandable.
Okay, there's the ball inside. Shot is up, no good. We're going to have a foul call. It's going to go on Taranis. And that's Troy's third personal foul. And, ooh, or no, make that his second foul. Linn-Mar will have a chance for two free throws here. 40-27, Hawks up 13, 5:44 to go third period. Right in there by the Linn-Mar junior. I'll tell you, outside of the two guys, Serra had a big center, George, that was, you know, he wasn't quite, I think he's going to Fresno State. But he and Jay were the two best ball players on the court. But I felt that from a team standpoint, the ball played here in Cedar Rapids, where everybody gets involved. The coaching is excellent. I felt we could have played with any team out there.
Well, that's interesting to say, because I'm sure they have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of kids who want to go out for a ball team, and they have to probably weed them down to a select few.
Well, I would guess that area, 5 million people. And this was the big league, so I think we saw two of the probably two of the best four teams in the league. I know Raritan High School in San Francisco's got a real good team out there, and so does St. Francis. So we probably saw the third and the fourth best teams. There's the ball on the baseline. The shot is up there. Nice splash there. Corey Gilchrist with that basket, and Linn-Mar has it under 10 with 5 minutes to go. Third period. That's Jason Furler. Furler looking this way. Comes to Doherty. Doherty to Schlesselman. And now to Furler. Nice pass. Taranis squares the lane, and that's two more. Hawks back to 11.
Paul, did you have a chance to see that kid coming down, or did you get to talk to him at all?
I had a chance to interview. I had a chance to get his picture taken, and they're real nice out there. The athletic secretary, Joanne Garlucci, was very cooperative, and I'll tell you, everybody's gonna like him. Jay Webb's a fine ball player. Reminds a lot of people of Greg Stokes.
Oh, so he's a big boy.
Yeah, he's 6'9".
You know, Webb like that, I just kind of think automatically of Spud Webb, and he was just a little rascal.
I know, this is a big guy. He's just an offensive machine in the lane. Shot by Doherty. Nice shot. Doherty.
In the middle.
Oh, I'll tell you, Doherty just on fire tonight.
Right from the last two shots come right from the middle of the paint, Paul.
Has Doherty missed? I guess he's missed once.
I think he's missed one time.
There's Kosman. Kosman, the ball off. And Schlesselman's going to have it. Holds it up now. Gives it to Hupper. Hupper's going the other way to Furler. Furler coming down underneath. Nice pass. Doherty puts it up. Won't go, and we're going to get a foul called. It's going to be on Steve Doherty. And that'll be Doherty's second personal foul.
You can see the foul and why they shouldn't have done it, but their momentum just carries them right into those guys when they go over the back like that.
Got to follow your shot. Actually, only Doherty's first personal foul, so Hawks with 4 fouls here in the second half to 1 for Linn-Mar. That's Detbarn, Pick, Rice in there. Ball down low. Pick's going to try to take it up against Taranis. Can't do it. Nice interior feed. Shot by Dasso is good. Dasso with a basket.
Those are always pretty when they are able to work those things right down the middle and for a little dump in like that.
Justin Hupper's shot is out of bounds. Linn-Mar with a chance to take it under 10 this time. 3.5 minutes to go here in the third period.
A lot of people from both schools are here. This is another capacity crowd. I seen Bob Jennings a little bit ago rubbing his hands together.
Nice lead pass. Furler. Hawks with 46 points. A beautiful pass. Darn to get that ball out there. So nice. And Furler putting it away down here at the north end of the Hawks' nest. Detbarn leaving it for Kosman. That's to Sean Rice. The sophomore won't go. And a push-off foul is going to be called. And this is big, George. That's the third personal foul on Garrett Pick.
Well, and you know, he's what you'd call a wide body. He's in there pushing and shoving a little bit, and that time got caught.
Head coaches here, Steve Kaler, assisted by Dave Hutchinson for Linn-Mar. That's on the other end for the Hawks, Denny Thiessen, assisted by Paul Gavin. Shot by Doherty. Won't go. Nice one. Oh! Battling under the Taranis, fighting, powering, driving. Won't go. Rebound. Linn-Mar, Dasso. And a foul on Doherty. Here comes Casey Lane back for the Hawks, too. Cheerleaders for Linn-Mar High School: Michelle Anderson, Tara Barger, Stephanie Dams, Nicole Ridge, Stacy Severson, and Lori Wegman. For the Prairie Hawks varsity boys: Sarah Hines, Andrea Hanlon, Sherry Whalert, Carrie Carnahan, Lynette Carnahan, Pam Ryan. 46-34 here as Detbarn back to the line here after Schlesselman picks up personal foul number 2. The shot gonna be up there. Gonna be won't go. Rebound. Cedar Rapids Prairie with Taranis. Taranis to Furler. Furler now against some pressure from Dasso. Nice pass. Taranis, nice shot by Taranis. Foul is gonna be called. And it's gonna be called down underneath. It's on number 45. Daubenmeyer with his third personal foul, George.
What a power move that he made on that ball. I'll tell you what. Yeah, the kid had no other thing to do but foul him.
48-34. Right in there for Troy Taranis. 49-34 ball game. Hawks by 15. Kosman looking downstairs, looking down. Gets it nicely. Sean Rice, big move, won't go. Rebound, a foul is going to be called. And it's going to go, and it's number 4 on Justin Hupper. Hawks will have help coming off the bench. Doherty will come back for the Hawks.
Well, we're kind of cramped over here right by a doggone entryway, and but there's not too many people coming in and out. They're staying right in their seats.
Kosman with the free throw. Cuts the Prairie advantage to 14. And again, Kosman hitting. And here comes Jason Furler for Prairie. That's Lane, back to Furler. Furler, Doherty. Doherty looking. Intercepted down there nicely by Dasso. Kosman. 13-point Prairie lead, 49-36. Oh, Rice trying to take it in, travels. Timeout. Cedar Rapids Prairie with 1:45 to go here in the third period. Score Cedar Rapids Prairie Hawks 49. The Linn-Mar Lions 36. Okay, the Hawks with the ball. Clock winding down here, 1:30 to go. There's a nice move. Taranis won't go. We're going to get a foul. And a foul is going to be called on Detburn, I believe. Nah, make it Dasso. His first personal foul. 1:33 to go. Troy will go back to the line here. Chance to extend a 13-point Prairie lead.
Well, just the other night, the Prairie girls played Norway girls. First round district play, won their first game. Go against Amana, I believe, tomorrow night.
That's correct. Want to wish Coach Dan Boobin and his group the best of luck down the girls tournament trail. No good. Doherty staying up there pretty good. But coming off with it now is Garrett Pick, the senior. And now Kosman running the point for Linn-Mar. Kosman getting it down low. Now to Garrett Pick. Pick comes up. Shot no good. Tipped up no good. Battle for the ball. Linn-Mar has it. Kosman from three-point range. Good. Oh, he just shoots the lights out, George.
Well, I'd like to see how many that little rascal could make of just sitting back by the three-point line with nobody in his face.
He's got to have 15 tonight. There's the ball to Schlesselman. Schlesselman this way to Doherty. Nice move. Doherty going to come in, hit the bank. Don't go. And a foul will be on Doherty. His second personal foul.
A little frustration. Doherty knew that should have gone in, didn't make it, went in a little bit too hard. Steve Doherty probably going to be one of the best high jumpers in the state again this year. Won state last year in the high jump. He's looking for 7 foot.
I'll tell you, he starts looking at 7 foot, and I'll tell you, a lot of people are going to be looking at him, and I'm talking about college coaches for Division I schools.
Well, that's right. You know, KP Lansing, a Linn-Mar Lion, jumping right now for Iowa. He's been at 7 foot in his collegiate career.
Schlesselman getting the rebound with 50 seconds to go. That's Jason Furler. Furler to Doherty now, looking for Schlesselman. Now to Casey Lane, and Lane's going to be fouled. Boy, that Kosman had larceny in his heart that time. Almost got the ball.
Well, he gave the referee one of those looks, too. Who, me? I didn't do anything. You know, he just took the air out of the ball, that's all.
39 seconds to go. Lane will shoot the one and maybe. Casey right in there with it.
Casey Lane's kind of wounded into shape now. You know, he had a broken nose first part of the year. Came back one game, had that funny-looking nose guard on. He got rid of that baby quick, and he's really starting to shoot sweet.
Both of them right there for KC. Hawks up 13 with 39 seconds to go. Linn-Mar with Kosman. Kosman, top of the circle, trying to go down low. Gets it to Dasso. Dasso. A nice tip away and a foul. Ooh, and is that going to be 3 on Doherty? Oh, you just hate to see that. And it looks like Vlecko going to come in for the Hawks. Aaron Vlecko, the quarterback on the Prairie baseball team. Doherty will sit down. Don't want any more damage. Hawks with a lot of folks with 3 fouls, George. Doherty, Taranis. No, Taranis I think only has 2. Schlesselman, Kalepi.
The real advantage to, getting as many kids in that lineup during the course of the season as you can. When you need them, they're there to pull you out.
Upper with 4. And Corey Gilchrist sinks the second one, and that's a 52-41 Prairie lead. 24 seconds. Hawks will probably play for one shot. Vlecko to Schlesselman, to Casey Lane. 17, 16, 15. Now they'll run their offense. Taranis, nice move. Shot is up. Won't go. Rebound to Linn-Mar. Daubenmeyer. Kosman. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kosman going to put it up. No good. Rebound. Cedar Rapids Prairie. George Jones. 3/4 of this game is over. 52-41. Cedar Rapids Prairie will come back with the fourth quarter in just 1 minute. Furler with heavy pressure gets it to Kleppe, and now to Vlecko. Vlecko back to Kleppe. Kleppe, one dribble, two dribbles, gets it to Casey Lane. Lane will work it the other way to Furler. To Taranis, and the ball's tipped around, nothing called. And now Gilchrist and Detbarn for Linn-Mar. Dasso. Shot won't go. Rebound up, no good. And Kleppe controlling the boards for Prairie with 7:20 to go. Hawks a chance to extend 11-point lead. Nice move right in there. And they're going to call the foul defensively on Dasso, his second personal foul. Nice move by Casey Lane.
Well, that was set up by a great pick in there by one of the guys. I can't tell you what it was, but a great pick. He just drove right around him.
Right in there by Casey Lane. And the Hawks, Lane with his 5th point. Hawks up 55-41. Shot, no good. Back up by Detbarn. And Detbarn did a nice job. And it's 55-43 Prairie now. Furler being picked up by Detbarn. Kleppe looking, will dribble in. And now go to Vlecko. And now back to Furler, to Vlecko, to Furler. Looking for Vlecko. Vlecko with one dribble. Not looking for the shot. Coming back out. Oh, that Casey Lane trying to save it off his hand. And the ball belonging to Linn-Mar. And you got to be careful here, George. 12-point lead.
Well, that's right. I'll tell you, Linn-Mar's playing some tremendous defense. They're just like they were on computers with these Prairie kids. Great defensive play by Linn-Mar right now.
The Lions with 6:28. They're 12 in arrears. Coming in here, Mississippi Valley leaders with a 10-2 record. Prairie second at 9-3, tied with Cedar Rapids Jefferson. Hawks a chance to go into a tie for the lead if they can win tonight. Nice rebound by Gilchrist. Kosman won't go. Battle for the rebound over the back. And the ball will go to Prairie. Well, we might get a foul there, George, but they've been pretty consistent on their calls.
That's right. That's what makes a good official good. Don't call it one way in the first half and one way in the second. They're being consistent.
Furler, Vlecko. Vlecko looking, gets it back to Furler. Furler on the near side. 1, 2, 3, double team. Gets it to Kleppe. Vlecko will bring it back or make that. Lane will bring it back. That's Vlecko has it. That's Taranis. A shot good. 57-43.
Was that a tip-in, Paul?
I think you give that points to Taranis. We'll see how they score if the official score does it. Okay, that's Detbarn, and Kleppe will get number 4. Or is it going to be Furler? Kleppe will get number 2. 4, that's right.
And that's just about the first ticky-tack call they've had. He didn't put out much of a shoulder there, but he did, and he got caught.
Quality time, I'll tell you. Aaron Vlecko's coming out of there now for Prairie. He gave Prairie a real quality 3 minutes there with Doherty and Hupper both in foul trouble. Doherty really did a nice job. Vlecko came in there, had to play 3 or 4 minutes, and he didn't hurt the team. And that's what you want your guys to do when they come off the bench. Give you a good, solid play. Don't turn the ball over. You don't have to be a hero. Just don't make the mistakes, and that's exactly what Aaron Vlecko did.
Well, we found out what kind of an athlete he was when he was just this football season. Schulte was starting at quarterback. Vlecko came in and took the team to 7 wins.
Detbarn, both free throws. Hawks up 12. Maintain the lead, 57-45. Taranis is on the line, and the ball will go to Linn-Mar. 5:21 to play.
Jerry Evers is sitting right around the corner from us, not feeling too good, but he felt good enough to question that call that time. He thought we got pushed out of bounds.
I just don't believe that, George. I just can't believe Jerry Evers would ever question anything.
I've seen the day when he will, and I think he's still over there waving his arms a little bit.
It's hard to believe, but you're true, George. Well, I'll tell you what, when he's around us, we keep him pretty well in check.
Maybe that's what it is. We'll just have to get him back over here.
If he gets unruly, we'll certainly get him up here. I'll guarantee you that. 57-45. That's Pick. Right in there. Linn-Mar has cut a little bit into that lead. Now 11 points. Foul troubles. Daubenmeier with 4 for Linn-Mar. Pick with 3 for the Prairie Hawks. They've got Hopper with 4. Kleppe with 4. 3 fouls on Schlesselman. And 3 fouls on Doherty. And Pick is going to come off now after hitting the 2 free throws. Linn-Mar just 10 in arrears with 5:10 to play. Hawks. Schlesselman, nice outlet that time. And the Hawks with Taranis now. Gives it to Casey Lane. Intercepted. And there's Kosman and the Linn-Mar lead. Linn-Mar has cut the Prairie lead to 8. We're going to have timeout. Denny Tisa's going to take time right now.
And a good timeout. You know, you just can't count Linn-Mar out. They're a quality team, and they're going to go right down to the wire.
No question about it, George Jones. Just an excellent ball game tonight. Hawks 8 up here, 57-49 with 4:55 to play. I'll tell you, George, we talk about wrestling meets drawing a lot of people here at Prairie. This basketball game tonight has drawn an awful lot of people.
Well, that's right. Bob Jennings thought we had about 1,800 here for the wrestling meet, but if that's an indication, there's 1,200 or 1,500 here tonight.
We got a break right there, Doherty. And that was beautiful, George. Those are big 2 points right there.
I'll tell you what, a great athletic play by both Kuzman and Doherty on Kuzman snagged that ball. Doherty got away, swiveled his hip, and put the ball in. Great.
And the Hawks get it right back. A nice defensive play there by the Hawks. Hawks up by 10 now, 4:30 to play. And Furler getting it to Doherty. Doherty looking. He's getting underneath. They got him jumped. Picking it up. Hopper. Dunked by Torres. Oh, George, isn't that pretty?
Holy cow! He rattled the rim on that one.
And now the game is getting away from Linn-Mar. The ball goes out of bounds. Hopper gets it to Furler. We're going to have a foul called on Linn-Mar. And that's the 3rd foul on Brad Dassow. Justin Hopper playing with 4 fouls here. 4:11 to go. A chance to extend an 11-point Prairie lead, make it a 12-point Prairie lead. Leaves it short. And Linn-Mar with Detbarn. Detbarn coming this way to Kosman. Back to Detbarn, far side. Kosman on the point for Linn-Mar. There's the shot, won't go. And we're going to get a foul called Corey Gilchrist that time, and that's just his first personal foul.
I'll tell you, if we had to give a game ball to anybody tonight, I'd have to look at Schlesman very hard. That was a great rebound, tenacious rebound, playing a great game.
He's a meat and potatoes type ball player, George Jones. He plays with guts, intestinal fortitude, just a tough, hard-nosed, rock'em sock'em ball player.
Well, you know, and his mommy's on the school board here at Prairie. They got a lot of heart in this Prairie school district. Just a great family.
And hits the free throw. Hawks up 13 now. Second one right in there too, 63-49. And the Hawks are up 14 points now. That's Detbarn looking, gets at the pick. And now back to Kosman, far side Detbarn. Detbarn to Gilchrist. Gilchrist to Garrett. Pick, and there's a three-point shot. Won't go. Battle for the rebound. Cedar Rapids Prairie. Hopper has it and knocked out of bounds by Sean Rice. Here comes Dasso in. Garrett Pick is going to sit down for Linn-Mar. Taranis will help in the backcourt here. Schlesselman brings it across. Got a Doherty. Wants to take it baseline, doesn't do it. Hawks reverse back now. There's Doherty all the way in. Shot is up, good. Basket counts. Foul, Matt Kosman of Linn-Mar. And George, this may be a blowout.
Well, I tell you, the Linn-Mar guys are getting a little bit frustrated right now. Nothing's really dropped for them a whole lot through the game underneath, and they're getting a little frustrated.
And timeout called. We'll be back in just 1 minute.
Paul, I was reading the Voice of the Hawkeyes today. I see you had a nice article in there about the recruiting the Iowa Hawkeye football team's getting. You get, I suppose you get a lot of pay for that.
George, I'll tell you what, we get a little recognition for HRN. That's about it. I don't get paid. We don't take anything. We're just happy to support Voice of the Hawkeyes and what they're trying to do for University of Iowa athletics.
HRN, a recruiting letter. You follow up on all the high school kids. Is that what you're doing out in California, Paul?
Well, I'll tell you, we're out there in a little bit of business, and we always combine a little business with a little business, and it was sure fun. I'll tell you, Jay Webb's a real nice ball player, and had a chance to travel the area out there for 3 days, and it's been a long time. I hadn't been to San Francisco since 1971, so it's kind of fun. Foul called on Kosman.
And the Lions are forced to do some fouling now to catch up a 13-point lead. It's about the only way they're going to be able to get back in it. A lot of familiar, we've been following the Linn-Mar Lions, Prairie Hawks all season, football, a lot of familiar names out there, still out there giving their all for the Lions and the Hawks.
Well, Detbar, number 23, or 33 for the Linn-Mar, was their quarterback. 25, Kosman, a Wall State wide receiver for Linn-Mar. I'm trying to think if Prairie has any football players out there. Aaron Vlecko, who was about the 8th man for Prairie, was the quarterback on the Prairie football team. Shot won't go. Rebound and lost again. Linn-Mar still got it. No good. And we're going to get a foul called on Doherty. That's his 4th foul. Well, I guess that's only one, George.
Well,
we only have one. I think, would that be right? One. Let me look at the roster here.
I think that's right, Paul. You know, but the Prairie basketball team's got a lot of football friends, and they remember the end of that Linn-Mar game that took us out of the playoffs, and this might be a little bit of revenge right now.
In addition to Aaron Vlecko, Greg Canning, of course, the defensive end, tight end for the Prairie Hawk football team, playing basketball here. Also, Sean Novy, the offensive center. So there's at least 3 football players on this basketball team, George.
Well, I think you need that. You know, you need to, that's how you get rough and tough. This game of basketball is not just a smooth game anymore. I'll tell you, you got to have some muscle.
Here comes Dasso back at the 2:42 mark. Linn-Mar 15 in arrears right now. Hawks will be inbounding against full court pressure. Schleswig will be looking, gets it to Furler. Furler with the basketball now, gets it to Doherty. Doherty across court, and now back, and the Hawks will set it up with Furler. Furler, one dribble, gets it to Doherty. Tipped away by Pick, going to go to Taranis.
Well, if we were going to play one of those California teams head-to-head, do you think the Prairie team would have a chance at all?
I sure do. I think it'd be a good ball game. I think, you know, Prairie doesn't have a Jay Webb, obviously, but what they do have is they've got a good group of ball players that play together as a team, and I think that anytime you have that, you're going to play, you can play with anybody. Foul going to be called on Kosman that time with 2:15 to go. And I think that Prairie team plays as well together as a team as any team I've seen.
I was watching Kosman walk back. He's getting just a little bit frustrated. Kind of pushed a couple kids around there. Going to be a tough loss for the Linn-Mar Lions.
They will still have a share of first place in the Mississippi Valley, but will be sharing that lead with Cedar Rapids Prairie, and possibly, if Jefferson wins tonight, possibly with Jefferson as well.
Jefferson, we think's playing Washington, and you know, when those two teams get together, nobody really knows what that'll happen. Wash supposedly down a little bit this year, but they've won some big games.
Yeah, they have. They've beaten Kennedy, and Kennedy, of course, everybody knows they have an excellent basketball team. Kosman, that's Detbarn. Detbarn going to try to take it in, does, won't go. Rebound out of bounds. The ball will belong to Prairie Hawks with Justin Hopper and Schleswig inbounding. 2:01 to go. Hawks 68, Linn-Mar 51. Foul will be called on Dasso, and that'll be his 4th personal foul.
When the Hawks spread it out, they spread it out. I mean, they use all 4 corners of that one half of court when they try to wind some time down on the ball.
You know, that's exactly right, George. You know, this Hawks nest not a real big place to play. You know, they spread out, and they still, it seems like they're pretty close together out there.
Well, they are, you know, and I know we need a new gym, but I don't know I'm going to like the day when we have to move into a great big...
Well, we just need a practice facility. That's all. We can keep playing our games here in Hawks Nest. We just need a practice facility.
No, that's right. I think our coaches would like that.
Okay, 69-51, a minute and a half to go, or a minute 50 to go. Jerry Evers looking up here. I don't know if Jerry caught something. Jerry's had something to say down there, a little bit uptight, a little testy now, 70-51. 1:45 to go. Nice move. Pick getting it up in there. Now Linn-Mar's down 17. And Fuller will go to the line.
Well, the great thing about sports and the bad thing about them, you're going to have a winner and a loser, and we lost over at the Linn-Mar gym, and it just could be that's going to swap and go the other way. And 2 great teams, you hate to see anybody lose in a great ball game.
Got to go through here. Denny Thiessen, George, you'll get a charge out of this. Look at Denny's resume here. 3A Iowa Basketball Coach of the Year in 1986. Class 3A Southeast District Basketball Coach of the Year in 1986. 3A District Basketball Coach of the Year in 1982. Also 3A Southeast District Basketball Coach of the Year in 1976. Quad City Metro Coach of the Year in 1976. That's quite an impressive list of accomplishments by Denny Thiessen.
That's an impressive list, and you know, you got to think great about Prairie when a coach of that caliber wants a job like this. We feel very fortunate to have him, and fortunate that he would look for a job at Prairie.
Nice pass in there. Still won't go. And Taranis is going to be fouled with 1:23 to go. Evers really getting into it down there.
I don't know what he wants. You know, you're up by 20 points, and he's still looking for perfection.
He wants blood.
Jerry been down with the flu for a couple days. Maybe it's affected his mind a little bit, Paul.
Well, I'll tell you this. I wouldn't want to tangle with him right now. Cheeks are pretty red. Toronto drops both free throws in. Hawks up by 20 now at 1:23 to play. And now Linn-Mar is going to sit some folks down. Got some new people coming out there.
And I tell you, I'd like to know just what we did hit from the line. I think we've been hitting pretty well.
Absolutely. There's a long shot. Will go. Brings rain, though. Doherty. Nice pass. Toronto squares. Oh, what a beautiful pass.
What a night. Two great athletic moves. What a rebound down there. Long down court pass, and I don't know how he got that bucket in.
Hawks.
Great move.
You betcha, George. Hawks by 23 here. Ball rejected by Toronto. And I'll tell you, the locals don't like that foul.
Well, frustration's written all over that call. Thank gosh we have some good padding there. Toronto could have took a hole right in the wall.
A group of Hawks in the field now. We'll try to pick them up for you. Pat Weldon out there. Also, Sean Novy is in the ball game, number 54 for Prairie. Greg Canning is out there. Trent Mitchell. There's a shot. A three-point shot right in there.
It's good to see Pat Weldon in there. You know, he came in off the bench against Jefferson, and in that squeaker we won. Played a heck of a game, I thought, for us.
He really did.
You bet. Big kid. Going to help the Hawks a lot next year.
77-56. In there. Hawks by 22 here with 42 seconds to go. Lineup for Linn-Mar. Ken Oakes is in there, number 41. 31 is John Sefton. Also number 15, that would be Chris Heacock for number 51, Colin Pick. There's Colin Pick downtown. Won't go. Battle for the rebound. Got it up there. Heacock. Rejected by Mitchell, number 34. Shot is up good. Doing a real fine job that time. Hawks with the ball on the perimeter. Weldon getting the ball now. Number 20, Chris Bowers. Hawks is in there. There's a break for Heacock. Puts it up good. 79-60. Linn-Mar by Hawks. 3-2. And a foul's going to be called. Mitchell going to be fouled. We'll go to the line here.
It's a senseless foul, Paul. I mean, ready to get the ball game's about over with. Why try to get anybody hurt this late in the day?
That's right, George. 3 seconds to go. And coming in now, number 22 for Prairie. That would be Rick Bergen coming back in. Mike Vance in the game now, along with Jeff Morris. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. The score. Cedar Rapids Prairie 79. Linn-Mar 60. George Jones. Hawks have their 10th win of the year and at least a share of the Mississippi Valley Conference lead.
Well, someplace I heard what a shame it was that the Hawks were going to get into the Mississippi Valley. They didn't belong there, but doggone it, they keep proving different, Paul.
No question about it. A happy band of Hawks down there. Jerry Evers, quite a ball game.
You bet. I'll tell you what, this is tit for tat. We went over there, and and got beat by about the same score, and they came back here and we beat them by the same score. What a rivalry we got going between Linn-Mar and Prairie. They're the cream of the Mississippi Valley, these two schools.
Well, there you heard it from none other than our expert analyst, Jerry Evers, George Jones. Jerry, any chance you can get us some interview guests?
Well, we can look around. I'm sure Coach Deason would come up and talk about this.
I think so.
Maybe Jerry could get one of those referees over there. I thought he was questioning a couple of them during the course of the game. Maybe not. Maybe he was questioning something else. Sure.
Head coach, Mr. Denny Thiessen, after it's just an outstanding game tonight, Coach. Have to feel awful good. The Prairie Hawks this year have had the type of road warriors. They're a great record on the road. I know you'd like to see them play a little bit better at home. Well, gosh, I'll tell you what, they could have done any better than they did tonight.
Thank you. They played very well tonight. You know, everybody told me when I got the job here what a great place this was to play. I was starting to question that, but the crowd has been great all year. We've got a great student section, a great adult section, and our kids really played well tonight. And you know, we got off to the good start, and then we went and didn't score for about 4 minutes there at the end of the first quarter. And then from then on, I thought we played good basketball the rest of the night.
But we had the Hawks for 25 points in the second quarter, and I think we were down three points at the end of the first quarter. We were up 11 and a half, so that's a 14-point advantage. And then, of course, I think anytime you can put the lights out with a three-pointer just before the half, that's taking a lot of starch out of the other team.
Right, that really helped us a lot. Steve Doherty had been sick all week. That's why he didn't start tonight, and I thought he played real well. And he just told me in the locker room after the game that he went home and he felt terrible today from school. Took a couple aspirin and went to bed and felt pretty good when he came back. So I said, you know, sometimes when you're not feeling good, you concentrate better and you play better in that situation. So he played really well, but, you know, the thing is, if we wouldn't have put them on the free throw line so many times in the second half, the game might have been even a little bit more than what it was. But, you know, Linn-Mar just had a tough night. They're a good basketball team, and the ball just didn't drop for them tonight. They did a lot of other things very well, and fortunately, the ball dropped for us, and we moved the ball pretty well.
To top the Mississippi Valley with, I believe, now there's, I think each team plays 14 games. Is that right? So we've got one game. Linn-Mar has one game. Jeff has one game. Our last game is against who?
We play Iowa City here on Friday night. Jefferson goes to Dubuque Hempstead, and Linn-Mar goes to Kennedy. So we all have interesting ball games to play. The thing that's, you know, no matter what happens next week, this will be the highest finish I think we've had in the Valley since we've been in it. The worst we can be is second in the Valley, and if we win at home Friday night, we can do no worse than tie for the title, which would be a great achievement for these young players.
This team was a championship team at the beginning of the season. I think everybody would have kind of looked around and said, hey, wait a minute, what are we eating, drinking, or smoking? But it's really, this team is, you have to like the way these kids have come together and the cohesiveness that seems to be out there. It seems to me you've got about 7 different combinations that seem to work about equally well, depending on what the situation of the game is.
With 7, we can go 8 and feel comfortable with them too. But you know, the thing is, no matter what happens next week, and no matter what happens in the tournament, these kids have overcome a lot of different things. First of all, a new coach this year. A lot of times when a new coach comes in, kids don't always adjust and they have problems. And then the new coach gets sick and missing the first 9 ball games, and Jeff Wessel coming back and helping out and doing a good job. 2 assistant coaches, Paul Gavin and Phil Dunn, who had never coached before and did a great job, and having to take a whole new system that they were only on the floor for 2 weeks and try to learn it, and then to come back after Christmas and adjust back to me again, and I had to adjust to them. We've overcome a lot of things, and I think it's really a tribute to the kids. Their concentration is good. I think I could count the number of bad practices we've had this year on probably one finger, and the rest of the practices have been excellent. We've had just very, very good effort. I've been very pleased with the kids, and you know, good things happen to good people, and we've got a lot of good people on our team, and you know, good things happen to them tonight.
Coach, obviously, it requires a lot of financial. You had to make some changes after your illness you were out for a while and being away from the team. Where are you as far as implementing your total program as far as what you're going to accomplish? So what we're seeing right now, is this the same thing we're going to see next year, or because you're going to be around the whole year next year, will we see a different team come the end of the year?
We'll see. It'll be very, very similar to this. But our personnel next year will be different than what our personnel is this year. This year we have the luxury of playing 3 kids about 6'5". Next year we'll have probably 1 kid on the team at 6'5", and everybody else is going to be a lot smaller. So we'll have to do some different things. What you see on our fast break won't change. A lot of the things won't change. We'll be basically a man-to-man team as we are right now. Earlier in the year we were a zone team. And since Christmas, we worked very hard in getting to be a man-to-man team, and we're getting better at it. In fact, I thought tonight our defense was very good. We did what we wanted to do. I'm not so big on defensive average. I'm big on the difference between offense and defense. Because, I could walk the ball up the court and score 45 points and hold my opponents to maybe 43, but we like to run. So, I always look at the difference. And going into tonight's game, Linn-Mar had the biggest difference between offense and defense, and we were in second, not too far behind them. After tonight, that's going to be a little closer. So that's where I like to be, is checking on that difference between the two.
Sophomores played, have had a kind of tough year, but they came on tonight. They did a fine job against a good Linn-Mar sophomore team, which I believe, if they're not at the top, they're pretty close to the top of the Mississippi Valley.
Right, they were in second place behind Linn-Mar behind Kennedy and Washington, and I thought our sophomores made a nice comeback tonight. Sometimes when you're not having a good year, it's easy to fold the tent and give up when you get behind, and they didn't. They came back and got themselves back in it, and I'll tell you, it was a great learning experience tonight because the gym was full when they went down the last couple minutes in the overtime. It was loud, and that's where kids learn. And, as long as they learn from this tonight, it was a hard run for them to take, a hard loss, but if they learn from it, they'll be better players for it next week and then next year. We start at Iowa City West on Monday, February 27th. We play Muscatine, and they are the number 8 rated team in the state. And in my 14 years in the conference with Muscatine, this is the best team they've had. I've scouted them 3 times. I'll see them again Tuesday, and they are an excellent basketball team, maybe the best team we will have played this year. If we win that ball game, we play the winner of Iowa City and Iowa City West on Thursday, March 2nd, and then the winner of that plays the winner of the Cedar Rapids at the 5 Seasons on Monday, March 6th, I think it is, whatever that date is on Monday. So we have a tough tournament road, but if we play well, we can be there and give it a go. And I want to thank you and your people for the coverage this year. It's been great, and we look forward to it all the time. You guys do a great job.
Very much. Tonight, I want to remind you, the Hawks now have a share of the Mississippi Valley Conference lead, tied with Jefferson and Linn-Mar at 10-3. All this to be decided next week as Jefferson travels to Dubuque Hempstead. The Hawks entertain City High, and Linn-Mar goes to Cedar Rapids Kennedy. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, and good luck to the Cedar Rapids boys basketball team, the Cedar Rapids girls basketball team under Coach Dan Boobin, and to Coach Jim Kimball's Fighting Hawk Wrestlers as they head down the tourney trail in their respective sports.